Hi. Happy Thanksgiving. I just wanted you to know that I had one of my computers stolen today and all the attachments that went with it. So I don't have a microphone and I'm on an old computer, but that's okay because I'm grateful. Somehow the universe is like, oh, are you grateful? Let's find out why you're grateful. Let me give you a couple reasons to be grateful. Hashtag let me take away things in your life that you thought you needed, like really important things, like a computer. Anyway, just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. I have an interview at 12:30 a.m., which is another time in the UK. So I'm brand new too. So I was trying to prepare for that with a microphone and a light and something that I don't have anymore. These are the days you've got to be grateful just to be alive. Hi. Still smiling somehow. It's fake fire, fake Christmas tree, real person.
No. Yeah, of course. Sorry. Just a few questions regarding masks. Do I wear a mask in a shopping centre?
Yes, Jason. Of course you do.
Right, but there is a lot of space. You could probably social distance. What about a cafe?
Oh, you don't have to wear it in the cafe. Don't be stupid.
What if I go to the cinema?
You must wear a mask in the cinema. It's a matter of public health. What are you, stupid? Do you want to infect the whole country? In the cinema, you wear a mask.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait, Jason. Did you order popcorn?
Yeah, of course. What's a movie without popcorn, hey?
Well, then that's fine. You can eat your popcorn for the whole movie with your mask off.
Right, okay, so when I'm eating, I don't have to wear a mask.
That is correct, Jason.
So do I have to wear a mask on a plane?
Yes.
But if I'm eating?
No.
In a gym?
Yes, Jason.
If I'm exerting myself?
No.
So all of the places I have to wear a mask, if I'm eating, it's fine.
Must be safe at all times, Jason. Unless you're eating, because people have to eat. And drinking. You don't have to wear a mask if you're having a drink.
So you never wear a mask then?
What did you say, Jason?
Nothing. What about at a concert? A human nature... what about at a concert? A human nature concert?
Well, Jason, you have to sit down in your seat. And there's no dancing. Unless you want to dance in your seat. Then you can dance.
Oh, okay. So I can sing along to the tunes from my seat as well?
No, Jason, there'll be no singing. That spreads germs, Jason.
Oh, okay. What about the guys on stage?
Of course they're singing, Jason. They're singers, you idiot.
Okay. Because it's very noisy at a concert like that, can I yell loudly to my friends?
Don't see a problem with that at all, Jason.
Right, so no singing, but yelling loudly is fine. Okay, right.
Would there be anything else, Jason?
Oh, one more thing. Just if you're sick, what do you do if you're feeling a bit sick?
Jason. If you have any symptoms at all, you stay at home. You don't go to work and you don't leave your house. But you also need to go and get a test. And line up for 4 hours with lots of other people trying to get a test. Coughing and spluttering in the queue. Do that. It's a matter of public health, Jason. I'm going home. Goodbye.
I'm Poppy, baby. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy, baby. Don't complain. Stop yelling, all you chatters, you know. I know. It's time to begin making this down, but it's gonna get paid.
There's a lot of people that believe in the Bible. Then what is that? Is that just another one of these stories? Did they copy the Bible or did the Bible copy them? No idea if this is what? That pisses people off when you say anything about we didn't go to the moon or flat earth. We didn't go to the moon, flat earth? Okay. Denial is the first stage of grief is denial. True. Really? Well, always part of it. That's part of it as well. That makes you feel, whether it's your husband, your wife, your kids, they're going to remember this. And so all of us remember that Mandela didn't die.
The reason why it is the frequency of love. It's the common factor that.
Who gets the house? Who gets the basement in the divorce? That's what I want to know. The moon, every freaking 4 days, it's a super blood wolf, crazy green, yellow, blue, purple moon. My career would be over if I did that. You see how it's a different game with different choices? This is so much like the simulation we live in right now. I have an experience like where the world's been in lockdown and there's military coming in the residential streets, and I was maybe a little angry, but I kind of like it. I really don't, because they want us to feel afraid because we're going to be shamed by the normal community of mainstream if you say anything. I don't care. I don't care. Shame me. Do it. Do it.
Out of your quiver, you're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take.
Happy Turkey Day. I'm showing up with my face. No microphone, but my face. I'll probably switch into a cartoon soon. Hi, guys. Hi, sexuals. What are you grateful for? Fireplace, Christmas trees. Tell me something. I have a few funny things to share with you. A couple things to say about Thanksgiving. And, well, you knew that was going to happen. This has been an interesting Thanksgiving. Personally, I met up with a few people whom I think are fabulous, and they invited me to Thanksgiving dinner. Now, understand, like it says, like Rumi says, if you think you're enlightened, go home for Thanksgiving. Why would he say that? Why? Because we live in a world where most of the time we're not challenged. But when we go home, I love my family. I miss them tremendously. This is weird being in the holidays without them. But this is a different year, and I feel differently about everything. I don't feel as much of the, what's it called when you feel like you're missing out? It's like, it's a hashtag something like MO, missing out, FOMO, mofo, something. Where I always felt like I was missing out, like I should be at that Thanksgiving party, or I should be with that person on a holiday. I have none of that. I have no fear. Oh, it's fear of missing out. FOMO. I don't know how it happens. I don't know how I released it. I have no fear of missing out. I have fear of like being in a place I don't want to be. Like this, I could be here. I was here all day. I felt so happy here. I forced myself to go out and meet up with people, and then I ended up having a great time. I was very pleasantly surprised to meet up with a couple that I met about a week and a half ago, and then their family, meaning their son, daughter, and another son. And I thought, I'm going to have to sit here and I'm going to have to pretend about the whole whoopee cushion. And, I just might as well put a mask over my face. Turns out, I got a chance to have a conversation with not only a doctor who is the son, who is woke, whose name is Alex, and then his girlfriend, Michelle, and then Kenny. They didn't kill Kenny. Turns out South Park was wrong. Anyway, the point is, it was a lovely, amazing Thanksgiving. And Just going to give a shout out to the room a second. Hi, Harley. Hi, Ken. Roaming Robert. Just want to say thanks to everyone for being here, for being around this year. It's a time to take a pause, be grateful for the things in your life. Now, at 11:20, which is in 60 seconds, I will be going live on the Facebook. So I might have to do another opening. And then when we come back, I will do a lovely song written by doesn't matter. You guys aren't going to remember it. But you'll remember it's a cute jingle. It's about Fauci. God bless him. So, hi, Ken Claudio. In the middle of finishing something, I'd like to say I'm thankful for being able to exercise the freedom of assembly, the digital and online, and we're able to meet up like a community. I will say I'm really, really, really grateful that the few of you who are out there, and you know who you are, who aren't ashamed to speak your truth right now. Like right now. Because right now in Australia, where do you get your news, Rachel? You conspiracy theory. Where do you get from my friends that live there? And I can put them on the phone with you if you'd like. I can give you their phone number. Right now in Australia, they are taking people. And when I say people, I mean, since it's Thanksgiving, shouldn't we appreciate the ones that were here before us, meaning the Native Americans? Well, in Australia right now, the Aborigines are being taken to, with the military's help, quarantine camps. Quarantine camp. But eat your turkey. Yay! Where's the pumpkin pie? Where's the pumpkin pie? And Aborigines are being taken to quarantine camps. Not because they didn't take the jab. I call it a whoopee cushion because in the freedom of speech days, you're not allowed to say the word vaccine. So in the next few days, we will be learning something called Pig Latin. Ig pay atenlay. Hopefully it will ulfay the I don't know how you say AI with Pig Latin. IA. We're going to have to earn lay a new lay, language lay. Ober ibe keben spibik libik dibis. Dibis ibis abanaba thurber labing gwebage, dabit wibble, fubel, dibi, abi, ibi. Because we can't baba kibbing, spibik, freebie leebie. Okay. Anyway. I am grateful for the ones that are able to speak out, for the ones that are looked at like their family, like they're crazy, for the ones where their family says, we don't trust your sources, and the sources are sitting in my car. 250 tours I've taken with people all over the country sitting in my car, and most of the time, every single tour, I get someone crying on my shoulder because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to speak out. They're going to lose their job. They don't want to be injected with something that is being forced upon us. Orstfay on us by the government gay. Oh, that's funny. That was a good Pig Latin. Government gay, especially in Australia. Right, Alnay. Okay. So before we get too much into that, I have about 25 more minutes and then I'm going lay on brand new tube. I don't know how to say that with Pig Latin, but brand new tube. I'm going live, but being interviewed by an amazing journalist. Brand new tube is a freedom platform. What, Rachel? What do you mean freedom? Aren't we free? Oh, no, we're not. Actually, we're not. We're not. If we were free, we would be able to have open dialogue about maybe having a different point of view. I used this as an example this evening for dinner, not for dinner. I said, hold on. So why can't we have a dialogue where I say, I love red, and someone says, I love blue. And then the moment I say, well, let me tell you why I love red, they ban you. Why? Why can't we just have that forget everything else? Why can't we just have that conversation? Why? And this is just something to think about as you guys are tryptophaning off the turkey. Why are there places that look like jail? Okay. Rachel, I don't trust your sources. This is sent to me by a friend who's in a quarantine camp right now in Hong Kong. Like, see it? Oh, I'm sorry. Orantine Quay Amp K. Okay. This is it. Wow, what does that look like? Not allowed to leave the room for 2 weeks. Steel door. Plastic on the mattress. So I'm sure she brought that a computer they have online. It's amazing. This is her room. So this is a toilet. She's got a toilet. That's it. That's it. That is, my friends, what you call a re-education camp. It's a Orantine Quay Amp K. Eat your turkey. Yay! Happy Thanksgiving! Woo! It's okay, Rachel. Why do you keep going on and on about this? You're just so involved in the Matrix. Why do you care? Because I care about humanity. And I'm watching the people that are sending me messages on my phone. My sources aren't YouTube videos. My sources aren't David Icke or Alex Jones or CNN. My sources are human beings dealing with what the fuck is happening right now. And if you don't wake up from your tryptophan, try to say that in Pig Latin. Ipta, antre, an a. No. Even I need to learn more about Igpay, Atenlay, because we're going to need to earn lay how to expay Ely Frey. That would speak freely in Pig Latin. Anyway, sorry, that was my rant because for my Thanksgiving, I had someone cry on my shoulder this evening before I went to dinner about the fact that she's a nurse and she doesn't want to take the whoopee cushion. Which, by the way, today there was an article published. I don't even know how to say this in Pig Latin. So you guys can look it up because if I put it here, it will be and bay from Utubia. Okay. It's in the publication called Circulation. It's a medical journal that has had 71 years of peer reviews, one of the most respected medical journals out there. Okay. As I share this, I'm just going to sing a Thanksgiving song because I don't know, somehow you got to trick the. Anyway, maybe I can rap to circulation or something. Circulation. You know what helps your circulation? Working out. You know what helps your circulation? Turmeric, or Pig Latin umeric te. Circulation is a medical journal that has been around for 71 years. Look it up. So anyway, what else is there to say? What is else? Let's sing a song while you guys read the headline of the most peer-reviewed science. Follow the science. This is science. Thank you for giving me discernment. Thank you for giving me the day. Thank you for every person that is willing to say it's not okay. Thank you for articles that are published. Thank you for a peer-reviewed article came out yesterday in something called Circulation, which is a medical journal that's been out there for 71 years. And so I follow the science. Thank you. For me, I'm able to share the truth in lovely song. Well, let's see, everyone. What does this article say? Abstract 10712. I can't even read it out loud because if I do, oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play. Trying to confuse the AI. If you guys can read, let's just read this, yeah? Anyway, while you guys are reading, where seldom is heard a scourging word, and the skies are not chemtrailed all day. You guys, can you keep it? Let's just get to that. There we go. Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not chemtrailed all day. I don't want to talk all science with you guys on Thanksgiving, but at the time of this report, these changes persist for at least 2.5 months post second dose of the whoopee cushion. We conclude that the mRNA whoopee cushion dramatically increases the see if you can get that. Ibn flabamation, aben the ebendobothebelium, and the TB sebel, ibn filtrabation, Karadibi abek, mabasabel, abend, maybe abacabo, fober dibi abazerbabishabens, above, increbis, thrabum bobo civis, carber dibi obo mababathebi, abend, abadherber, babas cubo leber, ebevebens, fababa living, babak saba nebe shaban. That's the language we're going to have to learn, guys, because this, again, please feel free to Google this. Yes, even on Google, you can find this. Serber Kubalebi Shaban is a medical and science journal that has been out for 71 years. Follow the science. This came out, oh my gosh, when was this? 2 days ago. I'm just going to let you guys read because I know sometimes I get, and then she's watching me and you're not reading, so. It's a heartache Nothing but a heartache. Hit you when you're too late. Hit you when you're down. It's a fool's game. Oh man, where's my karaoke mic? Hi, Marty Van Beek. So good to see you. I'm sorry, I have information from following the science on Thanksgiving because somebody doesn't trust my sources. Hashtag my family. This is an article from the most popular, over 71 years, called Circulation. It's a medical journal. I know we don't read medical journals. There's a lot of stuff we don't read because, not that interesting. Why would we? Why would we follow the science? So when someone tells me to follow the science, read this article that came out 2 days ago in Circulation, a medically peered review article that has been out for 71 years. That's older than most of us. For sure, me. I'm just gonna have that right there. Okay, just gonna have that while I say Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes. Yep. Right. Your roommate is a fucking retard. By the way, nothing wrong with the mentally handicapped. Your roommate. When they argue and they scream at you saying you're not a scientist, so you're not allowed to read science journals, why don't you tell them, here's a science journal that's been out for 71 years that's medically peer reviewed and approved. Okay? And this came out 2 days ago. So what are you allowed to do if you're not allowed to read articles from science? Are you only allowed to read things that are sponsored by pharma? Just wondering. I'm not really sure. I'm not just wondering. Anyway. Rachel's false news. Alex Jones. False news. David Icke. That fucking false news. David Icke. Alex Jones. False news. Lizards. That's what we hear when you guys tell us that, FYI. Because we're actually really looking up articles that are actually peer-reviewed. And here's the weird thing. I posted this on Facebook. We're the fact checkers. There aren't any, but there's also no views because we are being silenced. We are being silenced. Anyway, hi, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. It's time to laugh. Forget the fact that the world's being killed. Blah, 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 blah. Aborigines are put in quarantine camps. Blah, 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 blah. Let's laugh. Let's laugh. Hey, no matter what, if you're jabbed or not jabbed, can I be your friend?
Oh, I see you have a Keurig. Can I be your friend? Oh, I see you have a hairstyle. Can I be your friend? Oh, I see you have compost. Can I be your friend? Oh, I see you have a nickname. Can I be your friend? Oh, I see you have a girlfriend. Can I be your friend? Oh, I see you have a schedule. Can I be your friend? I see you've had a rough day. Can I be your friend?
I sometimes have to take a little bit of a breath because we all get frustrated. We've all tried a lot. We don't get paid to do this, guys. We don't get paid to do any of this. We don't get paid. Let's just take this apart for a second on Thanksgiving Day, shall we? Let's just take this apart. I'm sorry, I was just reading the article. This has been around for 71 years. That's, medically approved and peer reviewed. Sorry, I got distracted reading about the fact that they're killing us. Oh, distracted. Anyway, I'm just going to keep that there while I keep continuing. And maybe if you get sick of my voice, you can look over at the article that's basically just came out talking about the whoopee cushion. The summarizes of the results. Age 28 to 97. If I read it out loud, someone will get banned. So just I'll leave that. There's a lot of science. And when you say follow the science, that's what we're doing. So read the words in front of you. Oops, right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. That just came out the other day. Anyway. Oh, thank you very much to all the people that are speaking the truth and that are being fine with being looked upon strangely by the world, because these are how many fucks I give about how the world thinks of me. I don't know if you can see that. What I do care about is what my soul and my connection with God, and that I stay true to that. Because here's the thing, guys. By the way, if you guys want to see this article, I will be posting the link to the article if it's still here by the end of my stream, which I don't think it will be. Okay, so just that's I found that on Google, believe it or not. How crazy is that? Because they're removing everything you can think of, and that is supposed to be okay with all of us. It's just supposed to be okay that they're banning our freedom of speech. That's supposed to be okay. And if you speak out, you are considered weird. That's called psychological manipulation. They have actually done a really interesting test in the 60s where it's a shaming test. If you didn't think the same as somebody else, you were looked upon very strangely. I know you don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear this on Thanksgiving. Come on. Turkey Day. That's true, Tess. However, we're all on this spiritual journey. And if you guys ever saw the movie Defending Your Life, I think you should rewatch it. It's very fascinating. Very fascinating. What I do enjoy is the open dialogue, which I believe we all should still have as humanity. We should be able to have open dialogue about this is red. And you say, no, it's not, it's purple. And then when I tell you why I think it's red, and then Facebook puts me in jail because I'm telling you why I think it's red. And then I'm a conspiracy theorist because I'm explaining to you why I think it's red. That's a little fucking weird. And if you don't think it's weird, then this is your reality and there's nothing I can do. But I will tell you this. I am thankful for all the people around the world waking up. So tonight I met someone from France. His name is Benji. He did take the whoopee cushion to literally escape his country, because he told me, and this made me sad and inspired and then sad again. I went from sad, inspired, and then sad. He said, Europe is done. It's done. There's no going back. There's no new normal. It's over. Europe is done. He left, did what he had to do. He's here. He's woke. I'm not sure that I wouldn't have done the same thing in his position after listening to his story. Now, he did say that now he is in America. He's very surprised with how the news does not cover anything in Europe. Does not cover the millions and millions and millions of people in the past few days. Austria, Australia. Milan, the UK, doesn't cover any of the protests whatsoever. I am thankful that we will actually win the spiritual war. And I am thankful for people like this. And then I gotta go because I do have an interview on the brand new tube in like 25 minutes. Which you guys go over to brand new tube. We'll be live. I'll be with Sonia. She's a journalist that has given up like everything. She's actually reported about everything you can imagine, as far as, and for years and years. And this woman is doing it. She's kind of like a few of us. It's that fire. It's not going to be put out. Because this is a good thing to remember. Although people don't seem to listen to statistics. We're the 99%. That's I don't know if you did. I don't do math. I don't like it, but that's positive. That's positive news. I'm so thankful for these people right here. Everyone sing along for Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite songs. We are 99%. There'll be blue skies when the chemtrails are all gone. There'll be blue skies when the chemtrails are all gone. There'll be blue skies when the chemtrails and their evil contrails. Blue skies when the chemtrails are all gone. You can stick your coronavirus up your arm. You can stick your coronavirus up your arm. You can stick your coronavirus. You know the proven lies. Stick your coronavirus up your arm. Stick it, we are 99%. Stick it, we are 99%. Stick it, we are 90. Together, we are 90. We are 99%. Stick your poison vaccines up your arm. You can stick your poison vaccines up your arm. You can stick your poison vaccines. Stick your poison vaccines. Stick your poison vaccines up your arm. Stick it, we are 99%. Stick it, we are 99%. Stick it, we are 90. Together we are mighty. We are 99%. I'd rather be a human than a slave. I'd rather be a human than a slave. I'd rather be a human. Don't you know that you can rather be a human than a slave? We are 99%. We are 99%. Sing it, we are 90. Together we are mighty. We are 99%. Order up your arse. You can stick your new world order up your arse. You can stick your new world order. Stick your new world order. Stick your new world order up your arse. It's a fun jingle. It's a fun jingle. It's a fun jingle, guys. I'll play this for the next 7 minutes. And for all you Facebook people, and by the way, I do not subscribe to any medical tyranny. I do not subscribe to you taking it or you not taking it. I will love you unconditionally no matter what. I am here as an entertainer. I'm even as a cartoon. This is a fiction, and I'm saying this because what I'm about to play, I have a feeling the hours pay that eBay might ake te aunde and my YouTube te analche will be on gay. It's always fun when I say gay. I don't know why. On gay means gone. So you guys are going to earn lay, that's learn. How to eek spay, that's speak. Latin, atten lay. Okay, do you get it? We have to learn a new language lay because they're not allowing us to expay Ely Frey. That's freely. Please. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm just not feeling attached to turkey or the trimmings or I did put the Christmas tree up last night. I was very obsessed about that. And if you see the top of the Christmas tree, that is right there. That is Photo Helix. That's the hat he gave me. And about a year ago right now, I was decorating his hospital bed as he was dying in hospice. I mean, at home with, because we didn't even think he'd make it through Christmas. But you know him. He had a spirit that lives on my Christmas tree, for sure. I'll play that tomorrow night. Tonight I have to do a thing on the brand new tube. So I'll leave you with this. And this is just for everyone on Facebook, which you know you're going to be watching it tomorrow because everyone has Friday off. Black Friday. Uh-oh. Identify as black. It's racist. Don't say it. Uh-oh. Just a whole new world. So please watch this. Or don't, as Richie from Boston says. Or don't. Once again, I am only sharing this as entertainment and fiction. I do not subscribe to telling anyone that this is the truth. The truth is in your soul. The truth is in your heart. The truth is not anything I can tell you. It's something you feel inside of you. You were actually born with it as a baby. And then from about 2 years, maybe 3, that's why we're so obsessed with watching babies, because they're very close to the place we're going back to. And they're completely honest and in wonder. And no one's shaming them. No one's hushing them. No one is telling them they're wrong yet. So they still have that beautiful eyes of wonder. The things that animals have. The reason I love watching animals, the reason I can't live without an animal is because it reminds us what's real. We're the only species that kills each other. Just for fun. We're the only species that actually analyzes and judges and creates stories about another. That's why, to calm your mind and to get in touch with Source and to remember who you really are, not what the world mandates you to be. Do you know what a mandate is? It's me going on Tinder. That's funny if you think about it. The mandate. Mandate, not the law. Not the law. That's why they can't decree it as a law. That's why they don't say it's a law that you will lose your job. They never use that word. Look up the word mandate. Do a little history on that. Anyway, I'm totally kidding. It's just fiction. I'm just a cartoon. Look at me. Okay. Now, to everyone that had a beautiful, awesome, or annoying Thanksgiving with their family, arguing or not arguing, or all of a sudden you feel like you're 15 years old again and you're like 70. God bless you. The people in our life that we were born into the family, do you know that they are our greatest teachers? The ones that trigger you. Oh, it's such a new age word, Rachel. Yeah, the ones that trigger you, those are the ones to teach you. I know, it's frustrating to hear because, the Brady Bunch, even the Mr. Brady was gay. You know what I mean? It's like nothing is as it seems. Sorry, it was a big truth drop for me. Like Robert Reed didn't seem gay. That sounds like whatever. that was like the perfect family. Meanwhile, Marsha's doing coke in the closet, and Mr. Brady's gay, and Alice is a lesbian. Like, it's not what you thought. There's nothing wrong with being gay or lesbian. I'm just saying it's just not what they were selling. If you're selling gay, then sell gay. Don't tell me the father figure I looked up to my whole life is, doing Bobby Brady in the closet. I'm just saying. Just saying. This is a generational thing. If you're like 30 or under, none of that's going to make sense. But this will. So let me end this because I really do have to go because I'm going to go on Brand New Tube. And she's like, just Sonia, she does a show. That was the one that interviewed me for 10 minutes. And I had barely had time to show my t-shirt. So I got to go. But I'm going to end it with this. So anyone on Facebook, if you guys are watching, which a lot of you are, and you are, you're secretly watching. You'll secretly watch tomorrow. You'll be like on Amazon. I want to purchase, consume. Oh, Rachel did a live stream? What does Rachel have to say? What is that crazy Miss Truth or conspiracy theorist Rachel have to say? Okay, I'll click for just a second, and then I'll buy all my Christmas presents Black Friday. Precious. Oh, consume. Or you can just watch my live stream and find out what's happening in Australia right now. Okay. I'd say watch me and then watch what's happening in Australia, which I'm going to share right now. I'm sorry, this is not like a namaste Thanksgiving. I just had my computer stolen and a lot of other stuff taken from my car, and so I'm not in the best of spirits. But my spirit, through the fire, through the limit of what may. Everything in my life just goes right back to the 70s and 80s lyrics. That's how I get through life. So here you go. Sharon, what's happening in Australia? In the land down under, if you guys don't know, let's just hear what's happening. And once again, this is nothing but entertainment. In fact, this is just a script for the movie of the week that I'm auditioning for. So don't take this album, baby, because this is just me airing Shay Uve of what's happening in the land down under day. So we've been fucking up Big Latin.
Wittgen is an ancient prophecy that one day a light skin, a white man, a non-black man would come to this continent and there would be great pain and great suffering. But over time, that pain and suffering would reach a point where the black and white would stand together and build a prosperous future together. That time has come, people, not just here for Australia, but around the planet. If we can unite together here and we can build a prosperous future for all of us together and build a nation that's going to serve the people and look after the people, that's how we ensure our future generations are going to be okay on this land. We are talking about a free nation, people, a free sovereign nation where black and white stand together and unite to go forward. If we can unite all the sovereigns of the planet and stand as one, we can unite humanity. Last week, we presented King Charles V's Sword of Deliverance. That sword was given to my father, Jali Guruwewi's father, Munyu. Munyu was the Yolngu king. This is King Charles V's sword. That sword was handed from Queen Elizabeth to Munyu as a gift to unite his people and take back their land. Through that sword, we call on all sovereign peacekeepers of the planet to please come forward and help protect the tribal people here from genocide and the Australian people. We need to protect us all. Let's stand together, let's work together, and let's go forward. It's the only way we can do it.
On the 18th of September, the tribes of this continent that you call Australia gave notice to the world that as the legitimate sovereigns over our terrain, we have instructed the Queen as the belligerent occupier on behalf of the United Kingdom to give notice to her corporate administration that the time has come for them to hand over back to us in a peaceful transition. In accord with the requirements under the law of war, and as the legitimate sovereigns on this continent, we are telling the Crown as the belligerent occupier that the time has come for them to move on. It is time to stop the lie. In 1973, the Labor Party and the Liberal Party worked together to amend the Royal Titles and Styles Act. The Commonwealth of Australia Parliament, under the Kangaroo and Emu coat of arms, is a corporation. It is an interim administration that was left here by the Crown. They removed the Queen as the Queen of Australia, Queen of the Commonwealth of the United Kingdom over her realm, the Commonwealth of Australia, and replaced her with someone called the Queen of Australia, someone who doesn't exist at law.
How did we remove the Great Seal that run our rights and our freedoms in this country? How is it that the police, how is it all these people that claim they have authority and we've got no Great Seal? This is the Attorney General coming out saying no document exists.
A treaty for us right now with this corporation means absolutely nothing. Sovereign tribal people cannot treaty with corporations. Only sovereign to sovereign can treaty. We need to do a treaty with the Australian people, the tribal people, under a government that the tribal people give permission to exist here. That's the only way forward.
This corporation has no claim of right on this land whatsoever. The only claim of right on this entire continent is the sovereign tribal people. And we stand united with you.
Currently, this corporation is nothing but a registered entity under UniDroit. UniDroit is a registered body within the Vatican. That's where all these corporate governments are registered. This corporation is a part of the New World Order, the New World Order agenda, which is to depopulate the planet and take over all the lands, steal the resources, reduce the numbers down to a manageable amount so that they can have their conforming slaves while they go forward with their sick agendas that they've been perpetrating against us for hundreds of years.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
What we're seeing happening here in Australia is nothing more than a part of the New World Order, where the elite 1%ers believe that they have a right to walk over the rest of the planet and treat us as goyim or shit.
It is a big idea, a new world order. We can find meaning and reward. We've got to accept that this is the new world order.
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the new world order.
There will be no return to the old normal for the foreseeable future. To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
Until we stand down, these international corporate conglomerates who are nothing but warmongers, we will not see change on this planet. But it's up to us, the people, not just in Australia, but across this planet. We need to unite, get rid of these corporations that are causing so much grief to humanity, and set up governance systems and sovereign governments for the people that serve the people, not the multinational corporations and just a small number of elite people.
We are not going to sit back any longer and watch these moralless scum drive our country into the dirt, the same as they have done with every other land on the planet.
At the end of the day, we cannot stand with a corporation that's working with central bankers and very, very sick elite individuals to commit genocide against the people. We have to stand up, we have to take back this country, and we have to unite the tribal and non-tribal people of this continent and walk together.
My message to every politician, bureaucrat, and person in this building, in this system, is when you harm us and our families, we're coming for you.
We do not and will not be administered by a parliament whose prime minister associates with pedophiles or pedophile protectors. Anyone who would be involved, whether by act or omission, in the creation of suppression orders to hide pedophiles and rapists in our parliament need to be ashamed of themselves.
In Australia, sadly, a compromise at the highest of levels. There's a former Prime Minister on this list, and it is a police document.
One of those suppression orders has 28 prominent Australians in that suppression order, and these orders have been suppressed for 89 years, so that by the time people can see who did what, they're all dead and gone. That's not going to happen. We need to overturn those suppression orders. We need to bring the sickness out, and we need to expose the sick individuals that are running this country, murdering and killing children and abusing children on a daily basis and getting away with it.
These are impersonating public officers. We should be making citizens arrest upon use as corporate agents impersonating public officers, protecting pedophiles, right, while you run a system that's harming the people. We should be arresting you.
It's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people, such as the 28 people on this page, keep each other's secrets, that the institution, going back to my point at the institution, becomes compromised.
The child abuse rings that are happening here and planetary are all connected to the same sick entity that's trying to depopulate the planet. When we protect the children, we take down the sickness, we clean out these corporations, we can give humanity hope. Because these children that they're murdering, torturing, raping, sodomizing, and killing, they can't speak. We are their voice. We have to speak for these children. We have to tell these sick people running this show, we're not going to tolerate any of this anymore. But most importantly, we are not going to sit idle and allow for them to do what they're doing to the children of the planet.
We'll be revealing the pedophiles, and this is going to affect the polity, the bureaucracy, the judiciary, the military, you name it. This is going to be horrifying to most Australians, but we have to do it to save the kids.
We're here for our babies. We're here for our future generations. And that's why we need to act. That's why we need to do something now. In relation to this COVID vaccine and biosecurity rules, they're not laws. It's all invalid. It's all unlawful. These are corporate rules trying to genocide the people.
COVID is nothing more than a common cold. Nowhere on the planet has the COVID virus been isolated properly in accord with best practice. Nowhere on the planet has the COVID so-called Delta strain been isolated in a lab. You're all being conned. The PCR tests that they use were developed to test for the common cold, not the coronavirus. That's why when you up the number of tests that you do, you get a coinciding rise in the number of positive tests.
If you get a cycle threshold of 35 or more, that the chances of it being replication competent are minuscule. Somebody does come in with 37, 38, even 36. You got to say, it's just dead nucleotides, period.
And the PCR, if you do it well, you can find almost anything in anybody. It starts making you believe in the sort of Buddhist notion that everything is contained in everything else.
CDC has found that PCR tests can't distinguish between the flu and COVID.
I just have to quick say, what are these conspiracy theorists saying out there? How dare they? How dare they? How dare the man that invented the PCR, Kerry Mullis, although he died a month before COVID-19 came out, how dare he say what he said about the PCR test? That's so not true. My God, the lies. I just want to show you guys this so you can see all the lies out there. All the lies out there from the guy that created the PCR. He's totally lying. He's dead now, so he can't speak, but totally lying. I just wanted to quick say that because I can't believe all these lies. Lies.
Are you looking at that? Are we concerned about that?
Look, I think we'll look into it. It's not really an issue. When people have symptoms at the moment, they are primarily going to our testing sites to see if they have COVID. We have got virtually no flu in Australia. Like last year, there is virtually no flu to be found.
They're forcing you to take this vaccine, which has never been tested, has never been trialled. There is no evidence whatsoever on the planet anywhere that this is safe. Suffice to say, the planet knows that this is nothing more than a con.
I'm not going to stand for being lied to by our governments.
I'm a scientist. Don't ask the journalist, ask the scientist. Okay? So this spike protein doesn't stay just in the deltoid. The spike circulates in your blood. It lands in multiple organs in the body. And you know what happens? That spike protein, without the body of the virus present, we did studies in lab animals. In the lab animals, just in injecting the spike with no body of the virus, the spike induced the same diseases COVID-19 induced, the same lung disease, the same vascular disease, the same heart disease, the same brain disease. The spike is the toxin. So again, why are we injecting something into the human body that is the toxin? It is the toxin. It causes the disease. This isn't a vaccine.
You wipe out our elders through this vaccine. You disconnect the knowledge and the connection to country for the next generation.
I just want to quick say this is so God, what lies. I just wanted to expose the misinformation out there. The misinformation that these Aborigines are being taken away to camps right now. All the lies that are out there are just, I am so, yay, Bill Gates, yay, YouTube. I'm only sharing this to show you guys what the lies are. That's it. I just want to quick mention that so you guys, we're clear on that. We're clear on that. I'll just share, whatever. All made up. Just sharing it. Here we go.
They'll remove them off the country and they'll take over the land. They are pumping this thing into our communities and they are genociding the oldest living culture on the planet. That is a loss to humanity. We are the oldest living culture on the planet. You hold our DNA. We hold your DNA. We are all one. We need to stand up and stop this now.
Or Pfizer or AstraZeneca? Pfizer. How much they pay you?
$500.
Each one?
Each one.
If something is meant to protect you because there is a serious, real threat, you don't need to convince people. You don't need to bribe people. People will take it because they need it. You are bribing, coercing, fearing, and tricking our people into taking this, because when this goes down and the truth comes out, and all you tribal and non-tribal people that have injected our people, you can run, but we will find every single one of you.
And to create fear, suffering, hospitalization, and death is immoral, it's unethical, and in civil court, it's illegal. And all of you will be hunted. Every single one of you listening right now will be hunted, and justice will be served. These are considered crimes against humanity.
The coercion and the bullying of Australians to undergo any type of medical intervention is a violation of human rights and a violation of the principles of Australia's international human rights obligations.
Let's be clear. There's a very, very specific code. Nuremberg. We've been here before, people. We've been here before. This has happened before. All right. So now that Facebook has one follower, hey, Ken, if you're on Facebook, give it a like. Anyone else on Facebook watching me, give it a thumbs up. Because I know the moment I started sharing this false information, this Thanksgiving false information, I'm about to go live on the Octave. Right, Aune. So they hear the formation nay. I know I'm fucking up Pig Latin, but doesn't matter. If this doesn't get out right now, that as of 2 days ago, they have taken the people of the land. Now, what is Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is a celebration, right? What is it a celebration of? Let's go to the history of what Thanksgiving is. And let's give our thanks to the Native Americans, the one that we raped and pillaged, to be here and take over their land and then eat a bunch of fucking turkey and get stuffed and go to sleep with our fat bellies at night. Oh, thank God for America. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Yay, America. But understand where we came from. Understand who is here. I live in Sedona. I live in Sedona where, what is that? What is that? What's that? What's that? That's a dream catcher. Dream catcher. That comes from Native Americans. There's a Native American feeling here because they were here first. They understand the land. They speak to the land. And guess who else does? I did go to Australia. I was in a place called Ayers Rock. You're actually not allowed to take pictures there. That's how sacred it is. They believe that when you take a picture of them, you steal their soul. I thought that was funny 10 years ago. I was like, oh, they steal our soul. Come on, I'm just taking a picture of you. I'm not stealing your soul. Wow, did they know so much more than what I know now? How dare I question the ones that are more familiar with the land, the trees, the roots, the mushrooms, the sacred plants? They have such a relationship with that. We raped and pillaged and killed them, and we're like, it's ours. Yay, let's eat a bunch of fucking turkey and celebrate. I'm not saying don't enjoy the family time, because that's where you're going to get enlightened, because your family's here to challenge you. Another story, another live stream. But before I finish this, because I will share it live on TikTok, because I think the tick and the talk, they need to know what's happening in Australia, and so do you. Because as of 2 days ago, the military came in and they're taking the natives of Australia to quarantine camps, not because they have this horrible virus. No, not because they have it. Even if they were in contact with someone that was over there, they said, even if you don't have it, if you've been around someone in the vicinity that may have tested positive, we are bringing the military in and taking you to the fucking camps. And you think that's okay? You fucking think that's okay? Well, I'm not going to say happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to say wake the fuck up, because if it's happening there, it's happening to us. Because one thing the Native Americans or the native tribes of Australia have right, and you know what that is that we are one. And if what happens to them happens to you, whether you deal with it in this life or the next, motherfucker, you will deal with it. Your soul will deal with it. We are all dealing with it on a conscious or unconscious level. So listen up, and Facebook, fuck you. You want to take me down? I will go down and I'll come back stronger. I'll keep coming back. I'll be the worst variant that you don't have a vaccine for. That's right. So listen up, because this is happening as of yesterday. So that's why I'm not sitting there worrying about the stuffing or how much I'm going to eat. Or is the cranberry sauce done? I don't fucking care about that right now. I care about people that are being illegally taken to camps that they don't need to be taken to. And the ones that are most disadvantaged, those are the ones taking advantage of right now. So let's listen to this, even though it's just a fiction and nothing is real. If you don't listen to this, it's on your soul. My soul is clear. I'm fucking tired of this. I really am. And I love you guys. And my heart and soul is about love. But it's time. It's time. When I see an animal abused, when I see a child abused, or when I see an old person abused, or someone like a Native American, the ones that were here first, the tribes, the Aborigines, they own the land first. And now, as an experiment, we're fucking putting them in camps, and they are. And don't tell me it's a fucking conspiracy. It's not Alex Jones. This is the fucking truth. In your face right now. So when you wake up from that tryptophan, look at what's happening right now. It's not a joke anymore, people. It's not okay that people are being put in fucking camps. It's just not okay. And the fact that when I say this, I get banned, wake the fuck up right now. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you're tired of hearing wake the fuck up. But the fact that you are even seeing this on the news, and that it's okay that military is being brought in to take Aborigines to a fucking place in Australia, and don't tell me I don't fucking know, and don't tell me you don't trust my fucking sources. I will give you phone numbers you can call. But you know what? You'll never ask for them. Let me just play the fucking video, all right? Because I'm pissed off. And you should be too.
And history will condemn you for eternity. Condemn you as violators of human rights. And shame on every member of this House that cowardly hides under their desk, that refuses to speak up, to defend the freedoms and liberties of Australians. What is wrong with you people? Seriously.
Under the Nuremberg trials, you cannot say that you are following orders. Under the Yamashita standard, you cannot say that you didn't give that order. And under the Rome Statute, you cannot plead ignorance. You've all been informed, you all know, and you're knowingly and willingly committing genocide against the Australian people. That will not be tolerated. We will bring you down. We will deal with you through law, through truth, and we will serve justice upon you for the people of this country. You need to stop. You need to cease and desist now, because you're all committing genocide against your own populations.
Governments, for example, that facilitated their police knocking a 70-year-old woman to the ground and spraying her with capsicum spray. And those of you who wear that uniform and are ashamed of the people who did this and that behave like this, when are you going to stand up? Why don't you come over this side with us? All you doctors and nurses that know the truth about the vaccine, come over this side with us.
So please, all you spiritual warriors out there, pick up your shields, pick up your swords, and for God's sake, don't give them another inch.
If we stand together, we can pull down this sick management. We can clean it out, and we can put in place good management and a good government that's going to serve the people.
So look out, we're coming for you, Gladys. Look out, Brad, we're coming for you. We've had enough.
It's clear from the ICAC statement the issues which it is investigating are historic matters.
She's being directed by a lobbyist in Sydney who's being paid by AstraZeneca and by Pfizer tens of millions of dollars to get these policies through to make sure the vaccine is pushed.
Therefore, it pains me to announce that I have no option but to resign from the office of Premier.
The tribes of this continent would like to treat you with the people living on this continent. We would like for you to step out of the Crown's paper jurisdiction, which has no authority, back into our realm. The time has come for truth. Stop pretending that you have parliamentary sovereignty. That is an utter lie and an utter farce when it comes to the law. No parliament can hold parliamentary sovereignty over a people.
Because no one else on the planet can give the Australian government legitimacy to be here. No corporation, the Vatican can't, the Crown can't, no monarch can, and no other country on the planet can actually approve the Australian government to have any a lawful validity here. The only people that can give that validity here is the tribal people, the sovereigns of this land. We are all descendants of the original Homo sapiens. We, the original bloodlines of Australia, are the oldest living culture on Earth. Our law is the oldest standing law on this planet. Come stand with us, unite with us. As the absolute sovereigns of these lands, we offer you protection through our sovereign protection notices from this corporate system by recognizing you as a living sovereign descendant of the original Homo sapiens of the earth. And we afford to you all our protection, for the responsibility of the sovereign is to protect the realm and everything and everyone upon it. In unity we stand. For the children we must act. Love and freedom to humanity. The sovereign tribes of the planet, we are calling out to you. Please come forward. Please come and unite. We need to reconvene the ancient treaties of old. We need to reconvene the ancient treaties where we did no harm to each other. We traded peacefully. We learned from each other. The Egyptians traveled here to learn from our tribes. We have an opportunity to build that again. Where we are now is not the new normal. It's the severe abnormal. People have been enslaved in a fraudulent corporate system. We've all been enslaved into this matrix. Nothing's going to go back to normal. We have to create a new future. It's all what led to here. This is all pre-planned. It was all part of the mind control, the television, light vision. It's all a part of the programming, okay? This has all been set up to prepare for this day. The problem is they have relied on us being asleep. They've relied on us being blinded and deceived. What they didn't count on, though, was the human factor. The human factor of us caring for our families, our children, our lives, and each other. And now that the human factor has been pushed to the point where we are standing and uniting, now they realise they can't turn back. They've shown their hand. They've proven that their intent is to genocide us. And now it's up to us to unite and walk free. Let's do it.
How are you okay with like really knowing Like really knowing. Stop watching MSNBC. Stop watching CNN. Stop watching the shit that's funded by the pharmaceutical agencies that feed them to tell you what you want to hear. Search the truth through, I don't know, for me, because I traveled the world 3 times, I have friends in Australia. One of them, I literally helped escape, or he would be dead. What are you doing today, Rachel? Oh, I'm going to help someone not die. Because of what's going on in Australia right now is so ludicrous. It's so unbelievably atzine. That's Pig Latin for you know what. The fact that we are still sitting here eating our turkey, filling our bellies, wondering what we're going to buy and consume for Christmas is a little upsetting, to say the least. It's fine. Don't watch TV anymore. Doesn't make you a martyr. I'm happy if you don't watch TV. What are you doing to spread the word? What are you doing each day and every day? Even if just today you say no, you actually tell someone, you know what? I'm actually not about injecting a bioweapon into my body that has no long-term benefits, and that an article just came out today from one of the most peer-reviewed medical journals called Circulation, look it up, that says more people are eyeing day from the ABJ than any other inoculation ever put on Uman Hay Eind K. Pig Latin. All right? All of us have to just start to do one thing a day. One thing a day. I want to entertain you guys. I want to make you laugh. I want to bring up the vibration because we cannot work from a low vibration of fear, which is what the news or the entity that puts out the news feeds off of. So don't give in to that. Please be inspired and know you're sovereign. Know your sovereignty. Know who you are. Know that you are a child of God. Know you're made in the image of God. Know that nobody, I don't care if it's a government, because the government is not your abundance. Your man is not your abundance. Your woman is not your abundance. Your school, your education, your PhD, your labels, all those initials after your name, they're not your abundance and they're not your identity, because if you lost everything, who are you? You're a child of God, sovereign, born again, in the reflection of an almighty entity that you are reflecting. It can only exist through you, in you, and as you. Therefore, there is no mandate unless God mandates it, not the fucking government. Nobody mandates anything because that's not a law. And you can go to the court and you will win, my friends. You will win. Never, ever, ever give away your sovereignty. If you want to inject yourself with Botox, with heroin, with whatever, that's your choice. It's your body. That's why they call it the temple of God, the temple. You are the temple. And your abundance is not in your job. Do not fear that you will not be taken care of. Do not fear that you will not be taken care of. I can't tell you the number of people that stood for their heart and their soul, and they're replenished 1,000,000 times over. Watch the movie Defending Your Life. It's in like 1991, 1992. Watch that. If you had to defend your life and you took the whoopee cushion, because I can't say the word because that's how free our country is, and you had to stand face to face with Jesus, Yahshua, God, whatever you want to call it, and you told him, I had a little feeling, but I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't trust you. I didn't trust there was something more. Although I went to church out every Sunday and I claim to be a Christian, this is not a little thing. This is the mark of the fucking beast. I'm sorry. I had to say it. It is. I didn't want to, but it is. It's the mark of the fucking beast. And if you do it, it's not just, well, we're all going to die if I die from that. No, this is changing the DNA, the genetic code that connects you to the source that created you. It's a very specific code. Learn something about programming, you change the code. And if your soul says yes to that, then I can't, nor would I mandate you to not take it, because there is no mandate. You are a free, sovereign being, guided, hopefully, by the one that created you. Nobody, not the government, not a man, not a woman, not your parents, not your family, not society. Don't ever, ever let them shame you. How dare they? How dare they? Don't ever be shamed. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Listen to your soul and your heart. Be free, because that is what's going to take you over this bridge to the other side. And don't say, oh, just take it, we're all going to die. I don't care, we're all going to die. No. This is different. I've taken every vaccine. I have taken every vaccine. I've traveled the world 3 times, and that's after I was 6 years old, where I remember getting a bunch of them before I had to go to Africa because my parents were doing medical missionary work. So I've taken every vaccine. I'm not an anti. Don't put me in that category. Just because I don't like red, I'm not an anti-red. This is nuts. Ucking fey, vaccine fey. All right? It's not. And that's why every molecule in my body resists something my soul knows not to put in, because I've done enough research to understand genetic coding and changing DNA and changing that code. It's not something I'm up for in this lifetime. If you are, fine. I'm not going to mandate you to not do it. I would never do that. Why? Because that would be taking away your freedom of choice. And I'm not about doing that to anybody ever. In fact, I had lovely Thanksgiving dinner with 3 people who took the whoopee cushion and 2 people that didn't. And we had a lovely conversation, open dialogue, and still loved each other after. What? You mean we can, but they, but I, but the, us, them, us. No. Yeah, you can do that. Shh. Don't tell the powers that be. Might upset them if we can't divide, because then they can't conquer. Do you get it? Do you get it? Sorry if I'm a little bit upset, because I've had personal, we don't trust your sources, Rachel. How about my best friends in Australia who are crying and begging me to give them an answer of what to do right now? How about the Aboriginal tribes right now that are being sent to quarantine camps in Australia? And if you don't fucking think it's true, email me, Rachel@loveyourwildlife.com. Do it. Step up to the plate if you don't think it's on. If you don't think I'm telling the truth, step up to the plate and see. You want to talk to them? Most of you won't. They're not going to share this. On CNN, sponsored by Pharma, sponsored by Pfizer. They're not going to share it on that. It's out there. It's out there. Eat your turkey. Get stuffed. Eat your pumpkin pie. Worry about doing the dishes. Who's going to clean tomorrow? And then, on the other side, maybe it might be a couple questions you might have to answer. But to me, it's not about living or dying. I'm really awesome. Like, I'm awesome. I mean, I'm awesome with leaving this planet. Like, I'm fine. I could go tonight. I am not attached to anything here anymore. I do love my dog, but I've already in my heart said goodbye to everybody I know, including my family. I am no longer attached to any of it. That's why I can say, get ready. Spiritually get ready. Spiritually. If you are, I'm never going to take my life. I'm ready to go, but I know because I am. It's probably stick around. Because that's the joke. If you're hearing me, you are meant to be here. You're meant to hear what I'm saying. I really give zero fucks that I get 200 views on YouTube or 1 million. Don't care. I really don't. I've now done over 220 tours of having people in my car 5 hours a day, at least. I did the math. That's 7,200 people that I've spent 5 hours a day with. And most of them see what's going on and they don't want to say it because they don't want to lose their job. I'm way more dangerous in person than I am online, so I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. And by dangerous, I mean dangerous for Satan, not for the truth. So I gotta go. I'm gonna hop on a brand new tube. I think it's like 6:30 their time. What did she say? Alexa, what time is it in England?
It's 7:35.
Okay, 7:35. So I go live at 8. Do the math. 7:35. Carry the 1. That's funny. All right. I'm gonna play something while I look at the comments. I love you guys. You know I dramatically, passionately participate in the play. Thanks for being here. Radical Ralph, Jamie, Brenda, Taz, of course, Mental Pancake, Angel, all of you. Rachel is right on. You know what? By the way, I want to just tell everyone I'm very, very, very grateful for all of you who are still willing to stand and laugh in the face of the people that say conspiracy, because they have called Galileo a conspiracist. And then how many years later, the Catholic Church is like, oops, sorry, we didn't mean it. We didn't mean it. Oh, God. I am proud of what I know and the research we've all done. And I so thank God for you guys. I really, really, Angfe Odd Gay. Again, it's funny when I say gay. I don't know what. When the Pig Latin turns into gay, it makes me laugh. God in Pig Latin is odd gay. Odd gay. Seems kind of fits. All right. Hang on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. We're going to be there for each other as long as we can. Sometimes I might feel like something's wrong. But even that can be looked at kind of funny.
We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Li Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each of them played during the landing on Saturday. Like
when you watch that, when you watch that, do you realize real eyes? Realize. Do you ever think about realize, that word? Real eyes. Do real eyes That's our news. What that wasn't a Saturday Night Live skit. Okay. So I'm going to try to love everybody I meet, whether you taken the whoopee cushion or not, because I will not divide. I will love you so hard you won't know what hit you. This is me. This is me loving you. No matter what, this is me loving you. Ready? Hashtag NNF. Hashtag NNF. As much as I will yell and scream and like wake the fuck up people, that will never not be funny. That will never, ever, 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 ever not be funny. Now, my other message is this. Please be happy if you can, because it's a choice. It's a choice. And by the way, I do all my Facebook people, I'll probably be put in jail after tonight. So goodbye. I'm sorry about the swearing, but I do balance out swearing and humor. If the swearing using the ukfe, that's Pig Latin for, if ukfe will make more people laugh than be offended, then I will use it via a idiove. That's video for Pig Latin. We have to learn this new language, guys, because we have to, because otherwise we'll never be able to speak. So that's my preface for if you're happy and you know it. Even though I do shout and passionately participate in the play and really beg of you to please understand what's happening in Australia right now. If you're happy and you know it.
If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it and you really motherfucking want to motherfucking show it, if you're motherfucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands. If you're fucking happy and you motherfucking know it and you really motherfucking want to motherfucking show it, if you're motherfucking happy and you motherfucking know it, clap your motherfucking hands.
That could be on a loop for me all day. Like literally all day. Could be on a loop. I'd love it. I would love it. Again, I apologize for the F word. I do feel like that video brings more people joy than the people that are offended by the F word. This is also a little bit.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Get vaccinated. Fuck yourself.
That was funny. All right. 5 more minutes. We're going to try to end on an up note. Ish. Don't know how I went from an article that's peer reviewed from a medical journal, Follow the Science, been out there for 71 years. Don't want to read that. Follow the science, but not the one that's medically peer reviewed that's been out there for 71 years. Don't follow that science. Just the science that's sponsored by Pfizer. Anyway, I love this chick. Listen to her.
Step 1, train people only to consume. Step 2,
Infiltrate adults with the news, step 3. Indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use, step 4. Separate the right from the left, step 5. Separate the white from the black, step 6. Separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more, step 7. Fabricate a problem, made a lie, step 8. Put it on the news every night, step 9. When people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design.
Okay, guys. Apparently it was 7:30 that we're going live. So I gotta go. Gonna be on brand new tube. Mwah. Bye.